Hello friends, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It's Megan and I'm here for day 9 of Bookmas and also Mythical Mail Monday. So in honor of Mythical Mail Monday, I have a quadruple for unboxing for you. I have 2 Fairy Loot and 2 Illumicrate. I believe these are our October and November boxes. So I'm just gonna go down the pile here and we'll get started. So here, starting off, we have Illumicrate. Alright, and this is the October box, and the theme is Colors of Magic. The first thing I am finding to pull out here looks like it is a book cover, and here's what that looks like. It's got 2 dragons on it. Looks really cool, actually. I'm not sure what fandom this is. Maybe it's no fandom, it's just dragons. I'm not sure. I will get to the spoiler card at the end to find out, but it is a pretty cool little sleeve here. And then here are the pockets. You just tuck it around the book like that. Next is a travel toiletry kit. I actually got one of these, I believe, in Fairy Loot last year of 4th Wing, and or maybe it was Illumicrate. I can't remember. I love it. I use it all the time. This one's also really adorable. It's got little bees and flowers on it. Next up is in this little mystery box. Ooh, it is nice little washi tapes here. Those are really pretty. They almost remind me of Bonesmith, which is super fun. Yeah, we've got like a bone skeleton hand and keys, some flowers, and just a fun little print. Then we have this little package, and on the outside it says a Moth to a Flame chain pin set inspired by the Crimson Moth. And here is that. Love. Love, love. I will add this to my pin board immediately. And I believe the last and final thing in here is the book, which is Until We Shatter by Kate Dillon. On the back it says, a desperate thief, an impossible heist, survive or shatter. I love a good heist novel. I can't wait to read this one. And yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Let's go through the spoiler card and make sure I opened everything. We got the book jacket, which is inspired by Priory of the Orange Tree. I do enjoy that book quite a bit. We have the Honey Witch inspired travel bottle kit. We have the Crimson Moth enamel pin set, and the washi tape is actually inspired by Gods of Jade and Shadow. And next month's theme and or November's theme, which I'm going to open in a little bit, is going to have fandoms including Crown Chasers, The Principle of Moments, and This Is How You Lose the Time War. I haven't read any of those. I think I actually did read Crown Chasers, but I don't remember much about it. And since we just read the spoilers for that, I will go ahead and open our next Illumicrate box while I'm here. This one is definitely heavier. Alright, and here is our spoiler card. The theme is Time is Running Out. Okay, the first thing, oh my gosh, it doesn't want to come out. The first thing I'm pulling out is this large box. The Vagabond Quick Tumbler inspired by Crown Chasers. Here is what that looks like. I did get into a heavy tumbler phase, so I do use these a lot, but I have so many at this point that one would really have to stand out to me for me to want to keep it. Then I have the, I believe next, a book pot. So let's find out what this one looks like. I think I have almost every book pot they've ever made, or at least since I've been subscribed. Alright, we've got a gray book pot. I don't think we've gotten gray before. This one is labeled A Jump into Alternate Realities, Time Travel Dimensions, and Multiverse. And that is what it looks like. This will probably go on the sci-fi shelf, I'm thinking. I like to use them to store bookmarks in because I have many bookmarks and different types of bookmarks, so I sort the bookmarks by type and then put them in these pots. Next is a set of crew socks, and this is what they look like. It's Divine Right Socks inspired by the principle of moment. I did read this book. It was not my favorite, so I will probably pass on these. The colors are fun and they do feel like really good quality socks, so that's nice, and I can't wait for someone to enjoy them. And then we have a little coin inspired by This Is How You Lose the Time War. This is actually really cute. It's a little coin. Instead of heads or tails, it says, well, it's not focusing, but it says one more chapter on one side and go to sleep on the other. And so you can flip it, and we're going to go to sleep. Darn. Maybe I should use that for a 24-hour readathon. That'd be fun. And I believe we're down to the last thing in here, which is our book. And our book this month is The Last Hour Between Worlds. The Last Hour Between Worlds by Melissa Caruso. This one almost gives Peter Pan vibes on the cover. This book has everything you've been craving. Sword fights, time loops, complicated feelings about parenthood, and banter with your sworn enemy. What an absolute delight. Alright, let's read and make sure I grabbed everything. We got the book pot, we got the tumbler, the socks, and the coin. And then spoilers, not spoilers, but hints for next month. And just a heads up, I will not have an Illumicrate next month. I did skip next month's box. But it will include fandoms of Jade City, The Raven Cycle, and The Last Hour Between Worlds. I'm skipping next month for a couple of reasons. When I follow Autumn Book Reads on Instagram, and she kind of not gives away but guesses what the book is going to be for the month, and she's pretty spot on every time. I read the synopsis for the next book and it just really didn't sound super interesting to me. And then also the fandoms. The Raven Cycle I didn't really like, Jade City I haven't read, and The Last Hour Between Worlds I haven't read. So I'll keep an eye out for like items in case there's an item I want to buy offhand, like a one-off, but for the most part I think I'm content skipping the next one. Moving on to our fairy loot boxes, I'm going to try to get the October one first. That one was November, so I'm going to set it aside and we will open October here. Okay, here is our October book, and the theme is Castles Crumbling. First thing I'm pulling out is Right Away Salt and Spice Shakers. And I'm not sure what this is inspired by, but let's see if we can guess. Alright, they just say Salt and Spice on them, Volume 1 and Volume 2 on the side. They're little books. I don't know what series or book these are inspired by, but they are adorable and they're going to go great in my cottagecore kitchen. Next is this album. I believe it's an album. We've got a white cat on the cover here, which reminds me of Silas from Sorcery of Thorns. I don't know on purpose or what. Ooh, okay, so this is interesting. It's an album, and as you can see, the pages are split here. So it almost feels like we could store the foil bookmarks we've been getting in the fairy loot boxes in these pages, which is a really cool way to display them. I actually really like this because the foil bookmarks are so pretty that I would love a great way to display them. I've also been a subscriber of Fairy Loot for over 5 years at this point, so I have so many of their monthly bookmarks that I could probably fill this bad boy in no time flat. Next up is a dust jacket, book sleeve, whatever you want to call it. The thing that you put books in to keep them safe when traveling. This one is pretty small, so it almost feels like it would be better for a Kindle. So it might be a Kindle case. Powerless e-reader sleeve. Yeah, it's a Kindle sleeve. So this is inspired by Powerless. I need to get to that book. I know I'm gonna love it. I just need to read it. Ooh, we got some more overlays. I have not read Air yet, so I'm honestly not going to open these. I don't want to spoil anything for myself. The Fourth Wing overlays did have quite a few spoilers, so I will try to make sure I read Air soon and maybe I'll do a little unboxing, like reading vlog for the overlays. Then we have our tarot cards for the month. We have Queen of Sons and King of Sons. I'm not super into tarot, so I have not been like keeping track of what we've got or received so far, but I feel like we already got like a King of Sons and Queen of Sons or something similar. And last but not least, we have our book of the month, which is, oh, it's Air. Perfect. I didn't own it. I was gonna have to buy it. I love Sabbatahir, so I was anticipating grabbing it, but now I have it. So here are the end pages. Beautiful embossing on the hardcover, and then this is more, whoa, almost dropped it. This is more of what the original cover looks like. So excited to get to this one. Oh, the sprayed stenciled edges are so good too. Love that. Okay, we'll be getting to this very, very soon. And then of course we have our bookmark of the month to add to my growing collection that I just showed. And here is our fairy scoop. So let's get into what next month's theme will hold, or aka the box I'm about to open. In this box you will find items inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked, The Crimson Moth, A Deadly Education, haven't read, I feel like I will like, and the featured book of the month, and also a multi-fandom Stephanie Garber item. So it's Caraval / Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is gonna be so good. I'm already drooling at opening up this box, and I'm so happy I have it right here to open. I don't have to wait a month. Alright, here we go guys. Let's get into it. Our theme is love and vendetta. First thing I'm pulling out is a mug, and this is inspired by The Crimson Moth. Ooh, we got some beautiful fan art of our two main characters here. Next is Sea and Vine kitchen towel. So this is a kitchen towel, and I'm pretty sure the print is just the same as the print on the card here holding it together. This is beautiful for pretty much any kitchen, and I think it'll look really good in my cottagecore kitchen as well. This isn't an item, I just think it's funny. This is a regular packing peanut. This is the one I just pulled out. Next we have our Deadly Education item, which is a set of magnetic bookmarks. And here is what those look like. Ooh, okay, so next our item is the calendar of the multi-fandom. So this is the World of Stephanie Garber calendar. Okay, so this looks similar to last year's of the World of Sarah J. Maas calendar, and it's just this wood block, and on one side you have the fan art with the month, and then on the other side you have the character art by itself, which I really appreciate because you can reuse it. So we've got Scarlet here, and I gotta see who's March. It better be Tella. Oh, yes. Tella is my favorite. March is my birth month. We got Tella. That makes me so, so happy. Next is in this little pouch. I think it might be a sword replica. Yeah. So we've got a little sword here. And this one has a wolf head and a jewel. So this is inspired by For She Is Wrath. And this one would actually, I feel like, be a really good letter opener because it felt kind of sharp actually. And then we have our tarot cards. We have Ace of Planets and Two of Planets. This one almost looks like Inej from Six of Crows, but we've already gotten Six of Crows characters. So I will have to look at the spoiler card to find out who it is, because that's definitely not Kaz. And finally, we have our book of the month. I'll go ahead and pull out the bookmark first to add to the collection. And then our book is For She Is Wrath. And then here are the sprayed edges or stenciled edges. Ooh, look at the end papers with the foil. We have a beautiful hardcover, under the cover dust jacket. Loving all of this. And the blurb on the back says, "The whispers grew louder, like the stones themselves were speaking to me. like the earth had been cleaved in two and begun talking. And that one word rose again above the rest, an incantation and warning all at once. Revenge. Dun, dun, dun. And last but not least, we have our spoiler for next month. Next month is the theme of dragon lore. Oh, I wish I had this already. I love dragons. And we have items inspired. I feel like you have to do Fourth Wing. Please have Fourth Wing. Items inspired by Daughter of the Moon Goddess, one of my favorites. The Night Ends with Fire. I've not heard of that one. The featured book of the month, and 2 fandom neutral items. Okay, so no Fourth Wing. Still very excited though. It will also include a blanket. I love a good blanket, and foiled character bookmarks. So I am excited still very much about next month's theme. And that is all for today. Tomorrow I have the Christmas Traditions book tag for you. And that is all for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.